Snake, are you okay?
Someone's aiming at me in the middle of this blizzard.
It's her!
Wolf? Sniper Wolf?
Yes, it's her. It's definitely her.
Otacon, you sound like you're happy.
No, I'm not.
So then what is it?
Snake, please don't kill her.
Are you insane?
Please! She's a good person. You'd know that if you talked to her.
Listen to me, kid. She's a merciless killer.
I can see you perfectly from here. I told you, I'd never quit the hunt. Now you're mine.
Wolf, no, you can't.
Don't get between a wolf and its prey.
You're pretty good if you can hit me in this storm.
Well, I'm going to send you a love letter, my dear. Do you know what that is? It's a bullet straight from my gun to your heart.
Please, Wolf! Snake, no!
Quiet! Don't get in our way.
Hello and welcome back to Shatterdice Plays Metal Gear Solid, the board game. And today we are fighting Sniper Wolf, so another boss stage. So this boss stage is a sniper battle, and we will be pitting Solid Snake against Sniper Wolf, who is noticeably absent from the board. And that is because these tokens over here are the potential hiding places of Sniper Wolf. So the first thing we have to do is find her before we can shoot her. And this token represents her aiming at us. This one with her little picture on it. And this token will move around the board over the course of the game. And if it lands on us, she will attack us. So let's take a quick look at her character card, and I will explain her rules. So this is Sniper Wolf's card, and she does have quite a few rules, so let's take a look at them. First, we've got wolf tokens. Wolf tokens are considered figures. When any token would enter its space or an effect would attack or deal damage to a wolf token, immediately flip it. If the Sniper Wolf icon is revealed, replace the token with Wolf's figure and remove all other wolf tokens from the map. In either case, remove the token from the map and resume the current action. Then we have critical hit. When Wolf is dealt damage, reveal the top card of the boss deck and deal the bonus damage shown on the bottom of the card to Wolf. Then Wolf hides. And that brings us on to hiding. If Wolf is dealt damage or her figure is on the map at the end of any player's turn, gather all previously removed Wolf tokens, shuffle them and place them face down on the numbered spaces starting one space higher than where Wolf's figure is. When space number 9 is reached and you need to place more tokens, continue placing them from space 1. Then remove Wolf's figure from the map. And that brings us on to aiming. On Wolf's turn, increase her threat by 1 and resolve a number of cards from her boss deck, one at a time, equal to her current threat. For each card, move her target token as far as possible, according to the number indicated on the card, based on the following. 1. If the target token is in the same row or column as one or more players that have not been attacked this turn, move it towards the nearest player. 2. Otherwise, move it left or right, or up or down towards the nearest player that has not been attacked this turn. If the target token moves off, onto, or through any number of players, Sniper Wolf attacks all those players. If all players have been attacked this turn, her turn ends. And then finally, Overwatch. Only Otacon can move onto Sniper Wolf's tile. And then we have her threat track at the bottom, which goes all the way up to 6, and she has a defense of 4. Now, it's also important to note here that you can only fight her with up to 3 players, and these health values represent the number of players present on the snowfield in the battle with Sniper Wolf. And that's because, as we will see shortly, if Otacon is involved in this battle, he actually does a sneaking stage rather than a boss stage. And so, because only Snake is on the snowfield, Sniper Wolf will only have 12 health. And now, as you can see from that lengthy explanation, there are quite a few rules to Sniper Wolf. So I might make a mistake here or there with her token movement or something to that effect through this playthrough, because it is quite a bit to keep track of. But I will say right up front, this is a very, very good sniper battle map. Right, so let's get back to it. Okay, so as you can see from that explanation, this token will move around based on cards from this deck, and the higher her threat level, the more cards we will draw, so the more the token will move around. And for this battle, Snake is armed with a sniper rifle special action card, and this gives us the ability Aim. If your target token, which is this one with Snake's picture on, is not already on the map, place it in an adjacent space, roll 2 black dice, and move your token spaces equal to one of the results in any one direction. Then you must do the same with the other result. If your token ends in the same space as Sniper Wolf, deal 2 damage to her. Okay, so that's our main way of attacking her. Now, these trees have all got red borders around them because they're obstacles, so they block our attacks. However, they do not block the sniper token from going through them. So essentially what we will be doing is moving this token around, and each time it lands in the same space as one of these wolf tokens, we'll flip it over, and if Wolf's there, we'll deal her damage. If she's not there, then, well, we won't deal her damage, we'll just carry on moving the token. Okay guys, so here is our sniper arena, and you may have noticed a little change in perspective. That's because I've had to re-film this entire sniper battle, because I made a few errors, and they were quite serious errors that did not do this battle justice at all in my previous playthrough. So I've had to film it again, and we're just going to reset this and, well, try and do it properly this time. So these are our wolf tokens, which were mentioned earlier in our rundown of Wolf's rules. So these represent where she's hiding. So the first thing we need to do is mix these up, and then we place them on these numbered spaces, beginning with 1 and working our way up to 5. Then we have Wolf's deck, which we'll give that a quick shuffle. And one thing I have learned since my first playthrough of this as well is this cube does not begin on her threat track, so it will move onto her threat track in her first turn. So things aren't too dangerous just yet. And the equipment I'm taking on this playthrough is the pentazomin, the medicine, and a set of rations. And hopefully that'll be enough to keep me alive. And unlike many of the boss stages, this one is not just a boss stage, it's also a sneaking stage. So at the same time as us fighting Sniper Wolf, Otacon is going to be trying to make it to the surface. And he will arrive through this elevator here if he makes it in time. So we will see if Otacon can make it before Snake defeats Wolf. So Otacon's objective in this stage is to simply get into this elevator over here, take it up to the surface, and go through the door. But of course, to get through that door, he needs to unlock it first. So let's just get on with his first turn. So the first thing Otacon's going to do is going to try and hack this red terminal in front of him. So if we look at the terminal, it's obviously got this lock mark on it, which means we can't use it. And to unlock it, we need to use the hack terminal action, and we need to roll a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1 in order to unlock that terminal. Otacon spends 1 action to use the hack terminal ability, and that allows him to roll 4 black dice. So we roll our dice. Okay, and we get 2, 6, another 2, and a 1. So what we do is we assign the necessary dice to the terminal. So we've got a 2 and a 1. So we'll save those. We are going to use Otacon's +1/-1 focus token to turn this into a 3. And then we are going to use his +/-2 focus token to turn this into a 4. Which simply flips this terminal token. It's now unlocked. Otacon can use it. With his second action, he's going to use the System Search ability. So when he does a system search, we draw a card from his system deck. Okay, so the one we've got here is False Alarm. So because we're not using this right now, we keep this in a pile. So first we're looking for something that will let us unlock this red door down here, rather than risking unlocking it ourselves. So we will use our third action to do another system search. Okay, again, this one isn't going to be too much use to us. And then we're going to use our fourth action to draw another system card. Remote access. Look at the top 2 guard order cards and return them in any order. Okay, that action might be handy. That's all of our actions done for now. So we will draw a guard order card. Okay, so there's no CCTV, so the guards are going to move 3 and turn to their left. So this map has been rotated, so we're going this way. So this guy will go first. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then because this is the only available path to him, he will turn and face down here, as I am finally getting that rule correct. And then this guard will go 1, 2, 3. And this guard will go 1, 2, turn to his left, 3. And then we'll go back to Snake's battle with Wolf. Back to Otacon. So there's not much we can do but keep looking for a way to open that door, especially with these guards around us here. Although we kind of want to get rid of these guards. So I think what we'll actually do with our first action, we're going to try and use False Alarm. Otacon rolls 1 black die, and then if he chooses to, he can use his hacker ability to add up to 2 white dice to that. Okay, this is the main thing Otacon's going to try and do this turn. So before he accesses the system, he is going to use 1 action to refresh his ±1, and 2 actions to refresh his ±2. And then we'll roll these 3 dice, adding 2 white dice to the pool. Okay, so he gets a 5, and he gets a 3, and he gets a 4, which unfortunately is no good to him. But what we can do is, instead of placing that there, we can use his -1 token to turn that into a 3. Then we can use his reroll a black die focus token to reroll that. And we still get a 3, but we refreshed Otacon's ±2, so we can use that to turn that into a 1. And now we can activate this ability. So if our attention token is not on the map, we can place it in an empty space on either side. So we don't really want the guards on alert. I think what we'll do is we'll send them... We're just going to get rid of this guy and send him over here. So that's Otacon done. And then we draw a guard order card. Okay, so move 2 and turn to the left. So we'll start with this guy, who will go 1, 2, turn to his left. And then this guard, of course, being the closest. Should probably put it a bit further away from him. So when he stands on there, we'll get the reaction. So, remove the token. If there are no other attention tokens in this zone and there is an empty space behind the guard, rotate him 180 degrees. Okay, so that token will go away and he will rotate 180 degrees. And then this guard will go 1, 2 and stay there. Okay, so we're going to start with Snake, and the first thing he's going to do is use his free sneak action to move to there. And then we are going to use our aim action with our sniper rifle. So we're starting from quite a distance, but hopefully this will work out quite well. Okay, 6 and 5. Well, that's pretty good actually. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got a 5. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we reveal that token. And there's nothing on it, so it just stays there. So with Snake's second action, he's going to aim again. a 6 and a 2. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to use our -2 focus token to turn that into a 4. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We reveal this, and again, it is nothing. So now we can just use the 2 to go 1, 2, and reveal this token, which is also nothing. Okay, so she's here or here. So we're going to use our third action to aim again. We get a 5 and a 4. Okay, so if I went this way, I'm not actually sure if my token would disappear off the board, or whether it would just kind of stop here. So we're probably going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, in fact, we're definitely going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3. Now, we are going to use our I Work Alone ability to turn this from a 4 into a 3. So it stops here. Ah, and there's nothing. Okay, so we at least know Wolf is there. So with our last action, we really need to hit her. So we're going to use an aim action again. Okay, we get a 4 and a 1, and that is pretty much perfect, because we can use our +2 focus token to turn that into a 6, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there, and then 1, and our token ends here. So we reveal that, and of course it's Sniper Wolf. So we remove this token, we place Wolf there, and then we also remove all of these tokens. Okay, so when we use the aim action, this is what's important. This is another thing I missed. So if we look here, it says, then you must do the same with the other rule. If your sniper token ends in the same space as Sniper Wolf, deal 2 damage to her. So the token has to end on Sniper Wolf. It's not enough to just move through her, it has to end on the space where she is. So you can't kind of just move the sniper token through her, it has to end on her, which fortunately it has done. So, we reveal the top card of Wolf's deck, and then we look at this critical hit bonus, which is +2 damage. So we normally do 2 damage to her, the critical hit bonus does an extra 2 damage to her. So we deal Wolf 4 damage. And that's our first turn done. Now, because we've dealt Wolf damage, we need to reset these tokens. So Wolf goes off the board. Now, I'm pretty sure Snake's aim token stays here. I'm pretty sure it stays on the board. Oh, I don't want to miss that one out. Otherwise we'll be looking for her forever. So we shuffle these up again. And then we begin placing them from one space higher than where Wolf was. So 5, so we go 6, 7, 8, 9. And then when we get to 9, we go back to 1. Okay, and that's the end of Snake's turn. So it is now Wolf's turn. So, Sniper Wolf. Oh. This moves onto the track, so she's going to draw 3 cards. And what we now do is we move her token this number of spaces up or down towards Snake. So it's going to move 1 towards Snake that way. Then we draw a second card. Okay, now it moves up or down 3. We go 1, 2, 3. So it's getting very close to him. And her third and final card, it's going to move left or right 2. Now this is actually very lucky for us, because it has to move its full distance, so it will move 2 spaces and go past Snake's column. Because the important thing to remember with this is if this token is in the same column or row as Snake, you don't pay any attention to the arrows on these cards. In that instance, it just moves towards Snake. And that was the other big mistake I was making. I was always using these arrows. So I'm sure we'll see very soon how that works with Wolf and how much more dangerous it makes her. Okay, so then we will go on to Ottocon's turn. So, back to Ottocon. We still need to try and get this door open. So he is going to use his first action to do a system search. Distraction, okay. Use his second action to do a system search. Countdown reset. That can go to the bottom of the deck. Well, he's not having much good luck, is he, here, Ottocon? He needs that door open card. So his third action, he will draw another system card. Okay, he finally gets remote unlock. Okay. So we are going to replace disable security with remote unlock. So we put this disabled security to the bottom of our deck, and then we have one action to try and do remote unlock. So we're not going to try for that this turn, we're going to try for it next turn. He's going to spend his last action to refresh his plus or minus 1 token, and then we draw our guard order card. Okay, so move 3 and turn to the right. So he will go 1, 2, 3. This is the only path available to him. He will go 1, 2, 3, and he will go 1, 2, 3. And then that's the end of Ottocon's stage, so we'll go back to the battle with Sniper Wolf and see how that's going. And now we are back to Snake's turn. So Snake isn't very safe here. So what we're going to do is we're going to dash 1, and then we're going to sneak 1. And this is a bit risky, but with a bit of luck, we'll be quite safe here. Okay, so with our third action, we're going to aim with our sniper rifle. We get a 3 and a 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to there and reveal this. And it is unfortunately nothing. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. And then we have our fourth action. So we'll roll these. Get a 2 and a 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Snake's I Work Alone ability to turn this 2 into a 1. And we're going to move the token to there. So that way, if this is Wolf, which it isn't, we would have been able to hit her. See, I'm not sure. It doesn't say anything about your token going off the board. And I don't think Wolf's does that either. So I don't think our sniper token moves off the board. I think it just stops at the edge. It's not too clear on the card there. So we're going to go 1, 2 and put it there. Okay, and that's the end of Snake's turn. So it's now Wolf's turn again. So we start drawing her cards for her. Okay, good. This is what we wanted. So she's going to move. Oh, her threat track goes up. So she's still drawing 3 cards at the minute, thankfully. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. She'll draw her second card. Then she's going to move up 1. Oh no, wait, it's left or right. So she's going to actually go left 1, back to there. And then her deck gets reset, but it doesn't get reshuffled. So we know it's going to go up 2. So this is the best strategy I found with Wolf. Staying close to her sniper token and hoping it moves past you is the best way to go. Okay, and then we'll go over to Ottocon. And now, back to Ottocon again. So Ottocon needs to get this remote unlock done. We're going to need to roll our 2 white dice for this as well, for this access system, using his hacker ability. Okay, gets a 6, a 2 and a 3. Oh, he's also got his +1 black die focus token, which we will use that, so we need all the help we can get. Okay, so it's still a 2, that's unfortunate. So we will put that 2 on there, and then we're going to use his second action. In fact, then we'll use his plus or -1 focus token to increase that to a 4. So we can re-roll any number of the dice that we've rolled for that test when we do another access system action. So I believe he'd still be able to keep using the +1 black die as long as he's only using it for this action. Because it does say that you can re-roll any dice rolled for that test. Okay, we've got a 2 and a 6, that's his second action. So his third action. Okay, he finally gets that 1. Okay, so we can remote unlock this level 4 security door. So we take that token off. And because we've used this card, it goes to the bottom or the top of the deck, I believe. So I've just quickly checked the rules, and when we use remote unlock or any other system card, it goes to the bottom of the deck. You don't get a choice to place it on the top. It has to go to the bottom. However, the other interesting thing I just noticed in the rules is it says when you use access system, you roll up to 4 black dice when performing that check. So even though the character card for Otacon shows 1 black die with a little plus mark next to it, which is for the white dice, presumably from his hacker ability, he actually rolls 4 black dice. So yeah, I just made that a lot harder for myself. But never mind, Otacon's got 1 action left, so he's going to use that to sneak to here. And then we'll draw our guard order card. Okay, move 5 and turn to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is the only path available to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is the only path available to him. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will turn to his left. And now back to Snake. So our aim token is in a pretty good position. So we're just going to aim straight away. Okay, we get a 4 and a 6. So what we'll do is we'll use I Work Alone to turn that 4 into a 3, and then we go 2, 3 to there. Okay, and we see that token is not wolf, so we're going to now use this 6 to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and that one is wolf. So we place wolf, and we can remove all of these. Okay, so now we need a 3 to get this marker onto wolf. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my second action to aim again. Ah, we get 2 6s. So we're going to use Snake's reroll focus token to reroll one of these. And this time we get a 1. So we need a 3. And we can actually do that, because if we use our medicine, it's not an action, we can use it at any time, we refresh all of our focus tokens, and then it's gone. So we refresh every single focus token, but there's no point refreshing our +2, because we're going to immediately use it to turn that into a 3, and then we go 1, 2, 3, and we land on wolf. Let's see how much bonus damage we do to her. Just 1. So that's going to be 3 damage, which puts her on 7 damage. Now I've used the 3. We get to continue with this action, but before we can move it these 6 spaces, we need to put all of Wolf's tokens back on the board. So Wolf runs off to hide. And with these shuffled, we start placing them 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Okay, and then we can use this 6 now to keep moving our token and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is perfect for revealing this one, which is, oh wow, wow, that was lucky, look at that, haha. Okay, so we find her straight away, she didn't run far. So we reveal another card, see what bonus damage we do. We get +2 this time, so now that's another 4 damage. Which puts her on 11 damage total, while we were really lucky there. So we remove Wolf, and then we start placing all of her tokens. Okay, we've done pretty well here. So I'm going to use one of our Pentasmin tokens as a free action to allow me to re-roll dice every time I roll them. So then we're going to use an aim action with our second action. We get a 2 and a 1, which we will use that to go 1, 2, and then 1 to there, and it's nothing. Then we'll use our third action. And we get a 4 and a 1 this time. And it's not quite as good of a result. So we're going to go 1 down to here. And then I think we're going to re-roll this. It's a bit risky, but yeah, that was a bad idea. So it only gets us a 1. He was there, wasn't he? Okay, so we're going to use our fourth action to aim again, and we get a 1 and a 6. So we're going to move 1 to there, and we reveal Wolf. Now, unfortunately, you'd think we'd hit Wolf, but we must use the second dice. So we must move this token 6 spaces, and unfortunately, even though we've revealed Wolf, when this action ends, she will hide again. So I need to figure out the best place to move our token into 6 spaces. Well, we can use our Pentasmin actually to re-roll this, because 6 is bad, it's a bit too high. Okay, so that gets us a 2, that's much better. So our Pentasmin really helped us there. So that's going to end there. And then because it's the end of the turn, and Wolf's figure is on the board, she hides again. Okay, and then it's Wolf's turn. So she's only got 1 health left, so we've done her a lot of damage, we've done really well here, but now she starts getting 4 cards. So her first one moves 2 to the left or right. So thankfully she goes past us. Her second card. Oops, I drew it from the wrong pile. It'll go 3 to the left or right. So this time it's going to go back that way, 1, 2, 3. Her third card, it goes 1 to the left. And then her fourth card will go to there. So as you can see, this is kind of the trick to beating her, is actually staying quite close to this token. Obviously, it can very easily go bad, but so far she hasn't even hit us, so things are looking pretty good. And of course, Wolf's figure should have been removed. Okay, and then we go over to Otacon. And now back to Otacon. Okay, Otacon needs to get a move on if he wants to save Sniper Wolf or whatever it is he's trying to do. So he's going to dash and then sneak, sneak, sneak. So then we'll roll our noise check, and lucky for Otacon, he is safe. And then we'll draw our guard order card. Okay, so move 4 and turn to the right. Okay, so it's this guy. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn to his right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn to his right. 1, 2, 3. Turn to his right. 4. And then he can only go along that path, so he'll turn that way. And things are looking pretty bad for Otacon. So he's going to go dash, dash, and then this level 5 terminal is already unlocked. So he can just search for system cards straight away, he doesn't need to hack it. So he gets another remote unlock, which is a testament to how bad I am at shuffling, that they're all clumped together at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so he's used 3 actions. So he's going to try and access the... he's going to try and do an access system with his 4th action. So because he really needs to get this done, he's just going to roll the 4 black dice that he should have been rolling all along, and he's going to add the 2 white dice to it. It's unfortunate that he doesn't quite have what he needs. So he gets a 1 and he gets a 5, but he doesn't have a 3. And unfortunately, I've used his re-roll. Luckily, I've just checked the rules, and allocated dice do remain from turn to turn. So this is still got those dice on. Okay, then we'll draw our guard order card. Okay, so move 4 and turn to the left. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we're going to use our second Pentasamin and see if we can beat Wolf. So we get a 4 and a 5. I think we're going to re-roll. We're going to re-roll this 5. And we get a 4, which isn't quite what we wanted. So what we'll do is we'll use Snake's re-roll. We'll use Snake's I Work Alone to turn that from 4 into a 3. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we reveal that token. And it's nothing. So we use our second action. We've got a 5 and a 1. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. We reveal this token and it's nothing. Now, we can move our token in any direction with our second die. So we're going to move it back 1. And then we're going to use our third action. 4 and a 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's nothing. So I think we're going to use our Pentasamin that we've got to re-roll this 6. And that gets us a 3, which is a little bit better, but not much. You know what we'll do? We'll use our -2 token to turn that 3 into a 1. So it goes to there. And then we're going to use our 4th action to aim again. And this time we get a 6 and a 1. So we can re-roll here. I think we're going to re-roll this 6. And we get a 4. So unfortunately that's not as good as I was hoping. We're going to go 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well we wouldn't have got Wolf anyway. Okay, and that is unfortunately the end of Snake's turn. So, although Wolf is not on the board. Yeah, so we actually got really lucky there. It's actually better that that wasn't Wolf, because now we know she's here. And these only get removed if Wolf is on the board or she's dealt damage. But we are going to suffer a turn of her attacking us. So it's Wolf's turn. Okay, so, this moves up, so she's still drawing 4 cards. Now this is going to move up 1 space, so it's now in the same row as Snake. So when we draw the second card, we ignore the arrows, and it moves 3 spaces directly towards Snake. And Snake is hit with a whopping 3 dice attack. Which, with a 6, a 4 and a 3, I literally have nothing I can do to prevent that. And so Snake takes 3 damage from that 1 hit. But we are quite lucky that when that happens, Wolf's turn ends. She doesn't draw any more cards, she won't hit him again. As soon as all players in the sniper battle have been attacked, Wolf's turn ends. So that's the end of that turn, and we go back on to Otacon. So we're going to use our first action to access system again. So he rolls up to 4 dice, but because we've got 2 of them out already, I believe that means we will only be rolling 2 black dice this time. And what do we need? We need a 3. So we roll his 2 white dice as well. But before he does that, he's going to spend 1 action to refresh his plus or minus 1 focus token. So with his second action, he'll roll these. Oh, wow, that's terrible. Okay, so his investigation token goes on the board. And then he'll use his third action to roll these again. Okay, he gets a 3 this time, which means he can use that remote to unlock, and now the door up above is unlocked. So with his 4th and final action, he really needs to get to that elevator now. He's going to dash. So he needs to do a noise check. It's okay, that doesn't follow him. And then we draw a guard order card. So move 4 and turn to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy, he is going to go for this token, which is unfortunate for us. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And he sees Otacon, which means we are now on alert. And he will shoot at Otacon for 4 and 5, doing 2 damage to Otacon. And now we are back to Snake and Wolf. So I really need to hit Wolf. If I hit her, that's it, she's done, we've finished. So I'm not going to waste an action moving away from this token. Oh, and because we got hit, our token comes off the board. So we're going to spend our first action to aim and place our token here. No, we're not. It's any space adjacent to us. So we're going to place it here, because then we're in the same column. And we roll our 2 dice. And that is actually perfect, because we get a 5 and a 1, which means we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we use the second die to move it 1. We reveal Wolf. All of these go off the board. And then Wolf takes 2 damage plus the bonus damage, of +1. So Wolf takes 3 damage. Okay, so Otacon has no choice now but to dash. So he's going to dash, 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 dash. And then we see if his alert token follows him. And lucky for him, it doesn't. So we see what the guards are going to do. So move 5. Okay, so his fastest route is to actually turn around and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and land on the token. We draw his reaction card. They couldn't have gotten far. If the player's in the same zone, flip the alert token to its blue side and place it under their figure. Otherwise, remove the alert token. Okay, so this goes to its blue side, goes underneath Otacon. And then that's the end of that turn.
I waited for this moment. I am a sniper. Waiting is my job. Never moving a muscle. Concentrating. I am long shot. You cannot save me. Please. Just finish me quick. I am a Kurd. I have always dreamed of a peaceful place like this.
A Kurd? So that's why you're called Wolf.
I was born on the battlefield. Raised on the battlefield. Gunfire, sirens, and screams. They were my lullabies. Hunted like dogs, day after day. Driven from our ragged shelters. That was my life. Each morning I'd wake up and find a few more of my family or friends dead beside me. I'd stare at the morning sun and pray to make it through the day. The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then he appeared. My hero.
He is going to use his advanced stealth camouflage because the important part here is where it says so we don't place our alert token when we're in line of sight of a guard, but also guards don't attack when leapfrogging them. And because he's already taken 2 damage, I don't really want to risk Otacon being killed. So he's going to spend one of his tech tokens to engage his stealth camouflage, and then he can dash again, and dash a 3rd time, getting him outside the elevator door. And then we will draw our guard order card. Okay. So this guy is the closest, so he's going to move 3, move 2 to there, and activate this. Remove the question mark if there are no other attention tokens in this zone and there is an empty space behind the active guard. Okay, so he is going to remove that and then rotate 180. And this guy will go 1, 2, 3, and he will go 1, 2, 3.
Saladin. He took me away from all that.
Saladin? You mean Big Boss?
I became a sniper. Hidden. watching everything through a rifle's scope. Now I could see war, not from inside, but from the outside, as an observer. I watched the brutality, the stupidity of mankind through the scope of my rifle. I joined this group of revolutionaries to take my revenge on the world. But I have shamed myself and my people. I am no longer the wolf I was born to be. In the name of vengeance, I sold my body and my soul. Now I am nothing more than a dog.
Wolves are noble animals. They're not like dogs. In Yupik, the word for wolf is Keglanek, and the Aleuts revere them as honorable cousins. They call mercenaries like us dogs of war. It's true, we're all for sale at some price or another. But you're different, untamed, solitary. You're no dog. You're a wolf.
And then back to Otacon, he is going to... Oh, we didn't roll his dash actually for him, did we? So we'll roll that now. Okay, so lucky for us, he wouldn't have made any noise anyway. So, Otacon's going to dash, and he's going to activate the elevator.
I finally understand. I wasn't waiting to kill people. I was waiting for someone to kill me. A man like you. You're a hero. Please, set me free.
Which brings us to come up to here, and of course we got rid of that door. So he will dash to there.
Why? I love you. What is it?
My gun. Give it to me. She's part of me. Everyone's here now. Okay, hero. Set me free.
Goodbye.
Snake, you said that love could bloom on a battlefield. But I couldn't save her. What are you doing?
Returning it to its owner. I don't need a handkerchief.
Why?
I don't have any more tears to shed. I'm going to the underground base. We're out of time.
I know.
You'll have to protect yourself now. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah,
If I can't stop Metal Gear, this whole place will probably be bound to hell.
yeah.
We might not meet again.
I'll hang on to my codec. I want to keep helping.
You can leave anytime. Get a head start. A head start on your new life.
Snake! What was she fighting for? fighting for? What are you fighting for?
If we make it through this, I'll tell you.
There we go. So that is another boss defeated, and Snake is well on his way to facing off against Metal Gear. And with that done, Snake will call Mei Ling and save his progress, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
What can I do for you, Snake?